Hey you guys, it's Britt. Tonight we're here with a quick update on the Not So Resilient Jenkins. I had some thoughts about Steph's recent video that she put out, and she wanted to make sure everyone knew why they have lice treatment in their shelter bathroom. So she went ahead and explained it and did another morning routine, but either way, I had a few thoughts, so if you're interested, please keep watching. Alright you guys, so Steph went ahead and posted this video showing her morning routine again, where she showers and then goes out into the grassy patch to run around and do random stretches. Now, that's all good and well if that's what you want to do and that's what you call exercise, like whatever. But what I want to focus on is the fact that they again have lice treatment product in their shelter bathroom. Of course, she knew that people were going to see this and think, oh no, not again, because as a reminder, her children have already suffered through lice not that long ago. And instead of just being transparent about why it was there on TikTok, she wanted people to go over to YouTube to listen to the longer form videos so that obviously she could make money on both platforms for basically the same video. I went ahead and took one for the team. I'm happy to do so. And I listened to that longer form video on YouTube. She claims that it's there as a precaution. It's a precautionary measure just in case, because she knew that she was going to be trucking these kids along to a shelter that used to be a motel. And she claims that, you never know who's been there, what's there, what could be going on. So this is a just in case kind of situation.
Overly modest here and cover up my little to nothing yitties, and I got to thinking there's plenty of blessed chested moms that will start their videos specifically centered on their cleavage, and I'm not judging, because if I had some yitties, best believe they'd probably be all over the internet as well, and the possibilities are still there because I'm not dead yet. Please explain to me what makes individuals so uncomfortable with moms having a little bit of extra loose skin. I mean, come on, to me it's actually a beautiful thing. And you're really gonna act like you look adorable doing your morning care routine? I doubt it. We all look like animals in the zoo, okay? So I gave a little rundown of kind of what I like to do for my dental care in my last video. Not that anybody really cares, but I do share it anyways. And then I kind of mix it up with the self-care routine, because to me, just keeping a routine of something is just doing self-care, period. So I kind of mix it up. It's not going to be the same every time. Most mornings, I'd be lucky to get to all my self-care before the kids are awake. So I try to do as much as I can. And then if the kids are awake, if they want to join me on some of it, to me, as a mom, it's not like self-care has to be alone necessarily, because that's also a teaching opportunity for our kids. They need to learn self-care as well. So why not take that opportunity to be like, hey, this is kind of what I like to do and you may like to do in the future. You know what I mean? Oh, and I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video, the deodorant that I was using and I highlighted there, I got it from the dollar store, and there's 3 different scents there. They're all dye-free, paraffin-free, aluminum-free, all that stuff. They actually smell pretty good. So I got one for me and my daughters, and then found a boy version of the sticks. It's a roll-on stick for my boys. I mean, obviously my toddler's not using it, but the older kids, they're definitely starting to need that. So yeah, we got them hooked up with a couple of self-care things themselves. And like I said, it's their journey as well. They need to learn self-care. So I've been trying to kind of include them in a lot of my routines. I did this oatmeal mask, which you'll see at the end of the video. Kind of a disaster, but my daughters joined me. Hold on, did she say she wasn't even teaching her kids self-care up to this point? That's definitely not what I said. My kids know the basics of self-care, dental care, wash your booty in the shower, wash your toes. But when it comes to more extensive, maybe face care routine, each of us knowing what skincare routine works best for our skin type, as well as each of us have a different hair type, so we all need different kind of hair products. It's something that I just want to research and do better for each of my kiddos, so they have a more extensive idea of what they need to do specifically for themselves going forward and in the future. And if there's one thing I've learned about being a mama, is that my kids definitely learn and put the effort forward more if they see me and their daddy doing it as well. My girls will instantly run to their drawers and change into their girliest outfit if they see that I've done myself up in the morning. I look decent. They're like, oh, mama put herself together, we're putting ourselves together. And as I'm sure a lot of y'all are aware, me putting myself together is nothing really extreme. It's just actually taking the time to shower on a daily instead of waiting 2-3 days with the excuse of everybody else's shower first is more important than mama. And then 2-3 days pass and I'm like, you know what, that's not cool. I'm gonna shower daily, whatever, do my little self-care daily, even if that means I have to do it kind of throughout the day because I can't do it all at once because a baby needs, or I got an appointment to get to, something to catch up on, mom life. But still, the self-care has got to happen sometime throughout the day. I know y'all itching for an explanation why we have lice treatment laying around. It'll be on my YouTube. But now, for those of you who follow me on any of the other platforms, I'm sure you're here to find out why we have lice treatment lying around. And let me give you the deets on that. When I found out we were going to be staying in a motel room, I stocked up on that crap because no way was I about to go down that road again. And you just don't know what the freak people are going to bring in and out of places like this. And yeah, I mean it when I say places like this because you all act like I glamorize where we're staying. And I really just know how to have a good attitude about where the frick I'm at in my life. Because yes, I keep the mindset that the situation could literally always be worse. But when I say dealing with lice as long as we did was just something I was not about to do again, I was like, hey, we're going to do a little routine for a couple weeks at least, and maybe even keep that lice prevention spray on hand just in case. Call it PTSD about the situation, but I'm telling you, I just never want to go down that road again. It was hell. But the kids definitely haven't had lice for almost like a year now, which is like knock on. Like I said, this scares me. And if you haven't been there, you really can't speak on it. So just. So let's get back on that self-care thing. I really love it for y'all if you get up and stretch during this part too. And I totally forgot that during the summer they have that whole like lunch and play thing. I think I mentioned it like in my previous videos like last year, maybe the year before as well. But it's something I really like to do with my kids if we can make it to the park on time. It saves me when it comes to trying to keep these kids fed during the summer because these kids have endless pits, I swear. Wanted to make sure I got this deep condition done for my son before I left because he needed that to sit in his hair for a little bit. Now some of you may know my son is on the spectrum, so I have to be a little bit more inventive with the ways that I do his hair because it's super overstimulating for him. He's usually hollering at me the whole time. And people are always asking me like why I don't get something more done with his hair, get his hair braided or even cut it off. Like I would never cut my baby's hair to begin with. Unless like his brother, he got old enough and he stated he wanted it cut off. So y'all chill there. But for my boy's hair, I do try to do deep condition at least 2 times a week. We're an outdoorsy kind of family. He loves to put dirt in his hair, which is perfectly fine with me. But that generally means I have to wash his hair every night. But yeah, I'm working on tactics to figure out how to make that just a little bit more of an enjoyable experience for him. I mean, I've tried singing. I don't think he likes my voice, which I mean, I've tried like those shower bathtub crayons or whatever because he loves coloring. So I thought maybe if he could color while I'm doing his hair in the shower. But also, y'all seem to forget he's also a toddler too. And sometimes this is just toddler stuff that he's gonna grow out of. But let's enjoy the original audio from the park because all these giggles were just having me. They had my heart smiling. Nice. She's loving this.
There's 2 things about this. Number 1, obviously, any kind of over-the-counter medication obviously expires. And if you have an issue and you're trying to treat it, it's best to have new product, not something that's been sitting around for who knows how long. But the second thing that I want to say is that I don't believe that this is just out of precaution. I think that the first time that she shared with social media that these kids had lice, she was blamed for it, and people were very unfiltered with how neglectful it was and what a problem it was. And even though I don't think that she is a super intelligent person, I do think that she knows enough to realize that I might not want to share this again. So let me come up with some kind of excuse for the people that will point it out. Because people notice the smallest little details in videos, especially when it comes to the Jenkins. People are going to focus on certain things and they're going to pick it up. And I don't think that she wanted to go through the commentary that she received the first time this happened. The other thing that I want to point out in this video is, yes, yet again, she is labeling Drew's son as her kids, her kiddos, the children, her children, their children. Steph is not his son's mother. And I don't know why, but it really bothers me that she constantly tries to label herself as his mother. Y'all are busy keeping his mother away from him. You are not his mother. And I don't know, call me crazy, but my version of self-care is making sure that my bills are paid, and then I can do, a little morning routine. But first and foremost, it's making sure that I have a place to live and food on the table and my bills are paid. But I don't know, maybe I'm an outsider according to Steph, but as always, I'm going to share my thoughts and we're going to talk about it. So that's what's going on for now. If you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.